Whew. Yes, Pokemon Sun and Moon just got announced, and my god, I am so excited. So excited, in fact, that I found my old Pikachu. Alright, buddy. Yeah, so, yeah, I found him in the garage. My family was using him as a frickin' backup generator. Just, look, I was at college, I had no idea, and, it's really difficult to explain it to him because, since I've been gone, the language barrier's back, so I really can't understand what he's saying to me, and he really can't understand me, so I can't really explain myself. But this whole time I've been, I'm just wondering whether he's so excited to see me, or he's just staring me down. And personally, it's kind of uncomfortable, but regardless of all that, I just wanted to make a video of course, Pokemon. And what better video than an insane fan theory. But there are so many, I mean so many fan theories out there that I really couldn't just choose one. So here's a small little compilation of the ones that, I really like the most. But yeah, let's just start the video. Alright, buddy. You want to see the video? Come on. Come on, man. Just... I'm sorry. Okay, look, you have to understand that it wasn't my fault. We cool? Just say something, goddammit. Please, man. Please, just say... Okay, that's not what I want you to say. Alright, just to start things off, let's start it off with a smaller one, but this is actually a really good theory. But, yeah. Gengar. Gengar, who's a shadow Pokemon, is actually shadow of Clefable. This one actually makes a lot of sense because not only do their shapes match, I mean, look at the shapes of their whole bodies. They have the same horns, same spikes in their back, same hands, same everything. Before X and Y, the two couldn't attack each other with stab attacks. So, I mean, you can't really hit your own shadow, can you? And, just to top it off, well, Gengar's name. Gengar. Doppelganger. Personally, I believe this one's 100% true of me, because all the facts point to this. So, I don't really know if there's anything out there that kind of goes against this, because, I mean, why should it? It doesn't affect any of the lore or anything, so this one is pretty much concrete fact for me. Although it is still a theory, but I believe it 100%. Next up, Ditto. He's actually a failed experiment. A failed clone of Mew. First off, their colors are always the same in every single game. Even their shiny versions are blue. Also, Mew is said to have the DNA of every Pokemon. So if Ditto is actually, a failed version of Mew, it would make sense that they would have the same attribute. Not only that, but it makes perfect sense due to the fact that Ditto is the Pokemon you pretty much use to breed with every other Pokemon. I mean, if you're gonna breed a Pokemon, you either have the same two Pokemon, or you have one Pokemon and a Ditto. Yeah, that makes complete sense. I mean, how else would a Ditto be able to, spawn an offspring of this Pokemon if it didn't have the exact same DNA in it? So, this one, again, like the Clefable one, is pretty much cemented as true. Again, it's still a theory, no one's 100% proven it, but this is like one of those things, like everyone's talked about it, everything points to this, so this one's pretty much true in my eyes also. I mean, again, if people argue against it, fine, that's 100% true because it's still a theory. But it's bordering on theory to just known fact. I mean, all they have to do is just say, yeah, it's true, and that's it. Because there's nothing really against it. Nothing at all, really. Alright, now let's get to the main theory I want to talk about today. And this one doesn't really concern the games as much, but this one actually concerns more the anime. And, well, look, I love the anime. Pokemon anime is awesome. But there's always been something that's always been creeping in my mind. But at the same time, it's been creeping in a lot of people's minds because this is actually a very popular theory. But there is one aspect that some people like to keep out of it, but I'm going to try to give you the whole theory in its entirety. So yeah, the very first episode, Ash falls into a coma. Now let's get to the details of this one. Alright, in the very first episode, Ash and Pikachu are at odds because Ash wants Pikachu in the Pokeball, and, well, Pikachu doesn't want to go inside. So, angered by this, Ash tries to capture another Pokemon with the same Pokeball, and ultimately ends up pissing off a whole flock of Spearows. One thing leads to another, and essentially, Pikachu is hurt, and I mean hurt badly. So, Ash tries to rush him to the hospital, but before that can happen, they get overwhelmed, and Ash makes a final stand, and Pikachu sees this, and realizes that, you know what, I'm not going to let you do that alone. So he jumps in front of him, and right at the exact same time, he gets struck by lightning. And, well, a huge electrical explosion happens and pretty much knocks them both the hell out. Knocks out all the Spearows, but they're pretty much in the middle of all of it. Now, to a lot of people, this is where the theory starts. He gets hit, he gets knocked out, and he goes right into a coma. And the rest of the series is all in his head. Now, personally, I hate theories that do this. I hate theories that are just dreams. Oh, like, oh, it's all in his head, never happened, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that sucks. I'm like, unless there's a damn good reason, a writer should never have to just settle for that. But in this case, there actually might be a good reason to why it's all in his head. Well, right before he passes out, he looks up into the sky, and he sees a flying Pokemon. This baby, a Ho-Oh. Now to bring the games kind of into it, let's see all the descriptions that they give Ho-Oh in the games. In Generation 3, this Pokemon is said to have lived at the foot of a rainbow. And this also makes complete sense because right before he appears, well, there's a huge storm. I mean, rain, thunder, lightning, the whole works. And usually after a huge storm, if you're lucky, you will see a huge rainbow. And if they live at the foot of a rainbow, well, this is exactly where it originated from. And on top of that, in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, and Black and White, they also state, it is said that those who see a Ho-Oh are promised eternal happiness. And this would make sense because if he does go into a coma, or worse, if he got killed, well, his heaven or his dreams, it makes so much sense because pretty much in all of his adventures, he's always coming out on top. He becomes a skilled, I mean, freaking skilled Pokemon trainer, even though at the beginning of the series we see that he's kind of a putz. But yeah, he's always winning. He's always doing the right thing, and everything just ends up so perfectly for him. Not only that, but he never ages, which is pretty crazy due to the fact that, well, and I get it, it's an anime, why the hell would he age? Out of all the adventures, out of countless episodes, and we've seen at least 365 days go by in the whole damn anime, yet he's still 10 years old. That's crazy. At least continuity-wise, this makes no sense. But if he was dreaming, if all of this was just his dying thoughts or just a version of his eternal happiness, this would make sense. Do I believe in this theory? This one is harder to swallow because it's very dark. But doesn't mean I don't like it. Is this theory true? We'll probably never find out, but there are elements that kind of point to this. Well, that's the video. And there are a lot of Pokemon theories out there, so if you guys want me to make like a part 2 or something, I would love to. But yeah, because I freaking love Pokemon. I mean, they're freaking awesome. Yes, including you, buddy. But yeah, just leave the comments below. Let me know if you guys like the video. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.